Hello, good morning, and welcome to episode 18 of Timberborn Overflow Outpost. And as you can see, a couple of things. The Earth Recultivator is finished. I wasn't intending to actually finish this. I just kind of wanted to put a dent in, the thousands of materials that it needs. Yeah, I just wanted to put a dent in it. I wasn't really intending to finish it. But it happened. So not gonna complain about it. And this is put in as well, this aqueduct. And I ended up putting in a floodgate here. And of course the spiral stairs in the platform just so that we could build it. But yeah, put this floodgate in here. It's set to 0.8, which is less than what the sluices here are set to. So yeah, this kind of just constantly flows out, which is a good thing because it does then, after a couple of days, this will all overflow, overflow this, which is set to 0.3, which is higher than both of these two sluices here. So yeah, sometimes, a couple days in, it will overflow and flow back into this. But yeah, so floodgate, floodgate. I can just close this. And this was kind of something that I was thinking about doing, but wasn't sure. And I'm really glad that I did end up putting a floodgate in here because I like having the ability to just close this and stop the flow entirely. Really from a power perspective, because if these are constantly pumping and water's constantly flowing through this, then that really just means that we're not ever going to stop consuming power, which means our batteries never get charged, which of course is an issue. So yeah, I like having the ability to do this. Plus, when this water is, or when this reservoir goes down, then I can just, lower this to 0.8. And then all of the excess water through this just flows straight out and into this reservoir down here and then pumps back through, everything else like it does. So yeah, really glad that ended up working out. But in this episode, I do want to get working on the well-being because we got it up to 19, even though it currently is 18. So yeah, that's probably due to all of the hunger and thirst that we currently have. But it got up to 19. But anyways, so with that, there's still so much that we need to do. So much that hasn't been done. I mean, we can start on, maple syrup. We can get grilled chestnuts. And then carrots also are going to be pretty easy. So I think with that, I'm going to do this area here. Yeah, I think this area is where we're going to do it. So I'm just going to unplant all of this. And then that'll, happen when it happens. I do want to get rid of both of these farmhouses, largely because I kind of want to increase the size of this little pond here. I want to see if we can't get a couple more Lidos into this area. Since we still only have these two, right? So that's not really, I mean, let's see how many use it. 43. So yeah, we need a few more. Which is another thing that I was thinking about. Oh, this path can move. Also, actually, let's do that. So I was thinking about, if we, here, let me pause this game really sec. So I was thinking about doing something like this. Right, and then fitting in, we could probably fit 5 or 6 Lidos in here, I would think. So like if we did something like this, you know, how many Litos can we fit here? Oh, what am I thinking? What was I thinking? Okay, Litos here, right? And then we can fit a second one probably also, yeah. And then if I did a overhang, we could fit showers in here. Right? So I kind of like this, you know, and we can fit a couple more things, you know, in this area. We can also detonate some of this out. And I was thinking what we'd need to do, just delete this, these three platforms, tunnel through this since there's already water here, and then just replace one of these with a sluice. It would have to be this with a sluice over here, just to regulate this water level. So I think this would be fine, and then we can use a spiral staircase in here, like that, right? And then get the rest of these connected. Yeah, I mean, I like it. I like it. And I'm not going to hear any complaints, unfortunately, because you won't see this anytime soon. So, yeah, we'll see how this goes. But anyways, yeah, so I'm going to let them build this. And what I want to do is come over here and close this sluice. And I mean, we really don't need to... I just don't want to waste the water. So I guess we'll just have to let all of this water evaporate. And then get everything put in, get the sluice put in, and then, yeah, and then just dam this all off. Get everything here built. Which means I'm going to have to delete one of these. Yeah. Delete one of those, get a staircase in here. Right, get that connected. Maybe we can do something... Maybe we just bring this out one level and see how that works. Maybe. That might not work the way I want it to. But let's see. We can do dirt here and an overhang, and then dirt here, right? This is kind of cool. Or, well, that doesn't need to be an overhang. Nor does this, actually. Let's see. We can just do platforms like that. Yeah, perfect. Okay, awesome. So then I don't actually need those stairs. I do, however, need to put the shower back in there. Awesome. This will come around here. And there's that. Awesome. Okay, so this might leave a couple beavers homeless for a minute, but I think that's just something we'll have to live with. Well, no, that's not going to leave anybody homeless. No, I don't think that's going to leave anybody homeless. Okay, I will just keep my mouth shut then. Yeah. Right. Okay. So maybe we can do something here also. With a couple showers. And then just do this instead. Cool. Maybe this doesn't happen. I don't love it. Nope. Okay, that's gonna happen though. That will happen for sure. Right. And, whoa. How did they do that already? That's insane. Okay. Right. Well, I guess let's just this is all gonna run out. unfortunately, but I guess that's fine. So what? These two need to go. Right, so then we get sluice there. We'll get these picked up. Get that for 0.5 is fine, right? And then did I mess this up? I think I messed that up. No. Right. Okay, so then I need a levee there, right? And then that. Yeah. And some of these, I don't think these crops are going to die, though. I think they'll have the rest of this put in. Yeah, okay. All right. That worked surprisingly well. Okay, and look at them all doing all these. Fantastic. Okay, all right. Well, we'll give these just another second or two to get this last one put in. Hopefully it happens. Yeah, he's going to do it. You're not going to do the whole thing, though. Oh, 89%. We were so close. So close. Okay. Hopefully, well, this will absolutely get done tomorrow. So we'll just go do something else. But another thing that I wanted to do, I wanted to have this come out like this, right? So that we can build sort of a aqueduct, I guess, a bad water aqueduct to bring the bad water from this source over into this little reservoir portion, so that during a temperate cycle we can at least have this running. I mean, this produces what, 14,000 power, I think it was. No, it was like 6,000. It was like half of that. I don't remember. Anyways, point being, so that we have any sort of power being produced from the water wheels during a temperate cycle. Because at the moment, these are only useful during a drought. So I'm hoping we can do something like this. If it doesn't end up working the way I want it to, then, you know, that's fine. But, yeah, so we'll see. But anyways, let's work on this, right? So I want this to be shorter. And I'm now worried that these... Oh, no, it's not going to block the bad tide drains. Okay, or the bad water drains, excuse me. Awesome. So, I guess what I want to do, then, is I want this to be a single, this to be a double, and then this to be a 6. Right? And then this will be something like that. And then, of course, the impermeable floors here. Right, so then we'll get a path run along this. Awesome, and I'm not going to detonate this while we still have the beavers in here, just because, you know, don't want any sort of funny business. But anyways, let's just see if we can't get this going so that they have something to do. Yeah, so... I did sort of plan this out off camera, but I don't like how I did it, so we're just gonna run with this and see what happens. So yeah, hopefully this works out okay. 'Cause I'm just kind of spitballing everything at the moment. So let's see, that can go in there. Oh, I'm gonna need one of these, actually. Right, okay, so then we can do... I don't want this to be as wide as it is, so... I think 1 is probably fine. So if we can just keep this, you know, along this wall, I think that'll be fine. So if we do maybe something like this... that's the wrong tab. There we go. So this one can go. And we'll do something like this. Right? Because I also don't really want this to take up too many materials. Yeah, because we, oh, one thing I put in a third wood workshop. And I've kind of about ready to delete all of this and put it all back in. Because we need a bigger industrial area than what this is. So yeah, I was thinking about putting dirt and just expanding on this level. So that's something we can do. I probably should get, now that I'm saying it out loud, get one of these running. And we don't have any scrap metal, so I'm going to get one of these running, but I'm just going to set it to 5. Okay. All right, then. So back over here. Awesome. Okay, so get on with this 2 here. Oh, this is going to have to be a 3, though. Yeah. Okay, and then these 2 need to be, well, not really. Right, so this just kind of needs to be a 2. Right, so then we can do something like this. Okay. Maybe not that one. Hold on. Oh, that's too short. This has to be a double here, and then this can be the 3. So does this have to be a 4? Possibly. Yeah. Okay. So then, oh, this also has to be a 4. Ooh, there it is. That's a 5. Nope, that's a 4. Okay, so right then, let's see. Let's get rid of this power line here. There we go. Okay, so this then. Wait a minute. This then, that's a single, right? Yeah, so we get our double here, double here. Then we can do like that. Awesome. Right, okay, so then just have to get all the way over here. Okay, so this can be, no. Impermeable floors do need to happen though, so I'm gonna do this. Right, okay, so then let's see, this can be a triple with a levee. Right. I'm gonna need to have a way to get the beavers down into this. Yeah. Well, I guess not really. I could just do platforms here to get them across. Yeah, okay. So then here what we can do. Oh, this needs to be a single. So, single here. I guess this is where we can break away from the wall. So we'll just continue on like this. Right, so let's see. Let's get these detonated. Oh, I forgot. Okay, so I also now have the urge to do this instead, and we'll get rid of this levee once this one's put in so that we're not just, you know, blowing water straight off the map. But also... Huh. Wait a second. How many more can we fit in here? So these are 2 deep, so 1, 2, and then like this, right? So... Oh, but then that needs that. So I could do this, right? No. What am I thinking? What am I thinking here? Okay, so, no. Lido. Right? Get this. Those are doubles. Get this on, right? Because, oh, this is going to need a platform here. But that's going to give us space for another Lido. Okay. So then this will be the path along here. I guess it doesn't have to be that one. I was thinking of if we detonated this part out here, then we could have showers. Have them like this and just have a whole string of them. So yeah, actually, let's do that. Let's do that. Okay, and then we can delete that levee. Oh! I did just do that. Okay. Wait a second now. Wait a second. Close that sluice. Okay. Okay. 3 times speed. This is all gonna evaporate. Or drain off. But luckily the sluice is closed. So that's fine then. We'll just wait for everybody to get out of here. And then if you could stop. Okay. Never mind. A whole bunch of you just ran in there. Okay, so we'll just wait another second or two and then we'll delete this platform. Oh man, and they're doing the dynamite too. Just go to sleep. Please, just go to sleep. Go away. There it is. Okay, awesome. So this instead needs to be a levee and then we can get this connected again. Okay, so there we go. Get the rubble collected, get that put in. Yeah. Okay, so here also needs to be platforms. Okay. Awesome. Can we put... No. Huh. I was thinking, how could we get them, you know, through this, but doesn't look like that's gonna happen. Which is fine. Which is fine. Oh, but we can now... I'm just gonna scroll down here. There we go. Set this to manual. Oh, and I need to put this platform back in there because of what we're going to do on top of that. I think we can plan it out in this episode. We should have time. We're only 20 minutes in. But anyways, let's get this. Oh, I keep pressing B for boom. Let's get this detonated here. Okay, awesome. No longer connected. That's fine. So these will all be showers. Okay. That works. Right. So we can fit another shower there. And one more here. Okay. Awesome. That works for me. I know that's a lot of showers, but we've also got a lot of beavers, so there's that too. But anyways, let's get finished on this. Yeah. So they can't reach that, which is an issue. Yeah, we're just gonna put in a staircase. Or, oh, they're not going to be able to reach that. So maybe we'll do a spiral stair there. Yeah. Okay. Awesome. So that means I don't have to waste these materials. Awesome. Yeah, because then we can just run this path along and have them walk in between that. Okay, cool beans. Cool beans. Okay, so then this one here needs to be a triple. We'll just do that side then. This will be the 3. Oh, is that still wrong? Still wrong. Okay, that's also wrong. Okay, there we go. 15th time's the charm. Okay, so this is 5. This can be a 6 and a 6. So what here then? Right, that's gonna have to be what it is. And then, you know what? Actually, no, I don't want this 6 here. I want this to be a 5. Thank you, lag. This can be a 5. Then we'll get... oh, this is gonna have to be a 4. Or is it? Or is it? Yeah, it's gonna have to be a 4. Okay, so... 4. Right. I think this is gonna work the way I want it to. It's probably not. I need to come... Nope, that needed to be a 5. That needed to be a 5. Because I need to come along this wall. And then we'll just go straight across here and then over there. Right, so, yeah, this needed to be a 5. Let's put that 5 back in. And get those levees in. Awesome. Okay, so this is, what then? Double high. So then we'll do... what am I doing? The 2 out that way. Okay. Oh, that can't happen. There we go. Okay. So, impermeables. Awesome. Right, okay. So... we'll do something like this then. Right? Okay. Impermeable. Ooh, that's kind of a funky corner. Let's see, though. This might just need to be... if we do a 3... oh, that's too high. So then we'll just do a levee there. Bring these across. Ooh, that's a... yeah, that's fine. So water needs to come out this way. So then we can do here. Let's do... let's see, this is a 6. So this can be a 5 here. Then... what was I thinking? Let's get rid of this. Okay, so... if we put... because this has to be in a spot where they can reach... oh, but they can reach it from the top. Oh, okay. That's fine then. So this can then be... the 3 there, but that's too tall. Wait, no, that's too tall. Wait, no, it's too tall. Oh, they already built it. They're too quick. Okay, so we'll do the 3 there. And then what? 6s? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Right. Okay. So then now the easy part, really, because this is just straight. Right? This is just straight along here. So. Okay, so. We're going to have to wait until a drought so that we can come in and get these thorns here so that we can have this all come or be forced out, you know, into the pipe. Let's see. Oh, I need to extend this path. You know what? We're just going to bring it the whole way so that we don't have to think about doing this. Awesome. And I want to put a decoration in this corner. Let's put... Should we put a light? We'll do a light. Oh, hello. There it is. Yeah. Okay. All right. So let's get this in here. This is going to be a 3... Okay, so there's that. Then I guess, well, we could detonate this out, right? Because we do have this slope, which we're still, you know, able to get to, right? So if we just had this come along here, right, then this could just come straight out this way. Yeah, I think that's what needs to happen. Yeah. Okay, so let's see here. This is a double. Right, so then our triple's not going to fit, but our double will. Let's see this here. So... Oh, that works. Fantastic. Okay. So, awesome. Yeah, so then we're just going to need to get a couple of these thorns out, right? So we need a levee there, and levees are going to have to come along this way. Yeah. So levees, levees, levees along like that. Yeah, so we'll just delete this one. Okay, and then get our impermeables along there. Yeah. Okay, so then, well, I guess this one doesn't really need it, right? Because we can just do the corner thing. But this one does for sure. Yeah. Okay, awesome. Well, that should do it then. That should give us an aqueduct all the way across. Which is perfect because we are just about done with this bad tide. So hopefully we can get those thorns removed if we have a drought next cycle. So yeah, hopefully that's a thing. So maybe we can let's just have them come along here, right? So that they can do this. Yeah. Oh, and they already built that one. Cool. Yeah, and here they are doing all this too. Perfect. Awesome, awesome, awesome. The speed at which they build things is just insane. We've just got so many builders, and they all, of course, have nothing to do. But that is about to change because I'm about to take 6 beavers away from the builders' huts. So we'll do that. And, well, I guess I can pause. I think I left, yeah, just the centrifuge. Okay, so I'm only taking 4 then, technically. But yeah, so who has nothing to do in range? Oh, Okay, but we still have wheat here. All right, well, that's fine. Um, let's see. So what do we want to put here? We wanted to do food. So carrots. Um, yeah, carrots are going to be really the only thing that we have that we can put here. Um, and I'm not 100% sure that I want to fill the whole thing with carrots. So maybe we just do that for now. And, you know, we'll think about that. I do want to think about a place to put in, I almost said mangroves, maple trees, um, and chestnut trees. Um, yeah, so that we can get the maple syrup and the chestnuts from them. So, yeah. I did also unmark all of these berries for planting so that they could spread, because this inner one can reach up into the corner, even though the outer one can't, which is interesting. But, you know, it is what it is. So yeah, just so that we can get a couple more berry plants put in. I also thought it was a little bit odd having all of this planted and then there was just a hard line where it stopped and then this was green. So yeah, we did that. But anyways, let's check on building lacks goods. Scrap metal. Yeah. We're not really producing that quick enough to have all of those running. And then building unstaffed, it's 6. So I know it's that 6. So I'm not going to click on all of those. But we do have 8 injured beavers, so I mean that's fine. Not the end of the world. It's just 8. Let's see. We can delete this path. Awesome. Yeah, because they'll be able to reach it from the inner part. And I kind of don't really like that here, so maybe we do just a platform. Is there a 1x1 roof? There is. Oh, but I don't think I like that much either. Huh. What can we put here? Let's put a shrub. Yeah. Okay. Works. Awesome. Why? Oh, because this is that one. Is hello. That one. I see. Okay. Well, I am not feeling taking that out, so that's fine. Yeah, that's just gonna have to be what it is. Right, so we are in the temperate cycle now. So I'm gonna set this down to 0.8, and then I'm gonna just open this one entirely. Where is it? This one right here. Awesome. Yeah, because these two sources should keep the water level high enough that this one is closed, which of course means that this one will be closed as well. So yeah, that should be fine. Yeah. So just gotta wait for this to get cleared up, and then this is already on its way, so that is perfect. Okay, so I almost want to give them away down here. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's see here. Let's do one of those, and then we can do a ladder like that. Okay. Awesome. Right, so now we can start, you know, basically from the middle. That's going to make it so much easier. That's all going to get done, which means all this will get done even sooner. Okay, awesome. So, now that we've given them enough things to do, let's come over here. And I may actually, you know what? Let's pause. Something I never do. But anyways, so my plan for this area, I wanted to have 2 dance halls here. I don't think we can fit 2 more on the other side. Oh, because of the zip line, which is something else I put in to connect these two. So I guess that's actually fine. Ooh, no, but it's not fine though. Okay. So wait a minute here. Because this does need to go. Which is unfortunate because they use this. Okay, well, we'll just let them get rid of that. How is that too far? Okay. We'll just do this. Because I do want to put something back in here. Because I did like having that connected. Right. So, what I wanted to do in this area, I think it was the double platforms that are the correct height, and then with the 6 overhangs, and then those and those. Awesome. So now we've got a perfect spot for a whole bunch of roofing pieces. And I'm not sure exactly how many will fit here. So maybe if we offset by 1, let's see. So we'll do, oh, hello. Awesome. Okay. Oh, why did I think that you could click and drag these? Interesting. Okay. Well, that's also not what I want. There we go. Okay. Awesome. So there's that. And I was thinking we could probably do, didn't there used to be, or am I thinking about Iron Teeth? Yeah, I think I'm thinking about Iron Teeth. The braziers. Yeah, those aren't in here. Okay, well, anyways, what we can do here instead, though, we can do statues. Let's do scarecrows. Right, I'm just going to match these on either side. Let's do the... These are the beaver statues. I am getting the Iron Teeth decorations mixed into this, which is really weird because I never play with the Iron Teeth. But anyways, maybe we don't do this, actually. Hold on. Wait a second. I think it might be better if we do something like this. Although I don't love how that looks. I did want to do this. Okay. Right. And then just the... Or... No, we'll keep the ones. I think the ones are fine. Okay. Awesome. So, all that's put in. I do kind of like how that looks, actually, now that I see it. But anyways, let's come down here because I wanted to put in... well, let's see. I was thinking about putting in 2 more dance halls on this side. However, with the 2 dance halls on this side... We don't have space for the carousel, which is what I wanted to put in the center. So maybe what we do instead... oh, they were doing those. Okay, interesting. All right, well, now we've got a whole bunch of materials up here. That's fine, I guess. Let's see. Let's get all of that collected, though. So what are we going to need to get up here? Let's do a... What, single platform, and we'll do a spiral stairs. There we go. Yeah, and then we'll just have this path run along there. Awesome. So let's see. You know what? I do kind of want to have just the 2 dance halls then, because then we can probably fit 4 carousels, right? Oh, and we've got a bad tide. Oh, that means we're not going to be able to do the thorns. Okay, all right. Well, that's fine then. Not a huge deal. I do want to get that collected, or that put in, though, because I want to get all these materials before they disintegrate. But let's see here. So we had the pylon here. Huh. Okay. So if we do, how's this? And, oh, that's not going to work. So it's going to have to be like that, right? And then, huh. No, maybe not there then. So, what then? Like this? Yeah, there it is. Okay, awesome. So, there's that one over here and there. Perfect. Okay, so now to get up here. Hello. Okay, so we're going to need a path along this way, right? And then the entrances to these are on the second level. So these need... You know what? Let's do this. Right? Can we have paths? I kind of don't like that, though, actually. But I'm not going to enjoy only having one. Yeah, let's just keep it. That's fine. And then we'll just have the 2 staircases here. And yeah, that's fine like that, I think. That doesn't look amazing, but, you know, it doesn't have to look amazing. It's just for the well-being bonus. Because we're not really going to see it anyways, right? It's all covered by the roofs. Which is really all that we do see. But anyways, yeah, so that's all in. And what I'm going to have to do to give them access to all of this, right? So this is going to have to be 2 apart, and then we'll have the suspension bridges come along here. Yeah, that's what's going to have to happen. Okay, so those two, that one, and then the bridges along. Okay, so since we have access to this bottom level, I think what we can do is just do this. Right, and then we'll have paths, of course, connecting all of this. They should be able to build all of the platforms and overhangs from this lower level. So, let's just do ladders. I think ladders are the easiest option for this, right? So, yeah. Yeah, okay. Then they'll be able to build all of that. And then we'll have the roof bonus, right? Because that is... Yeah, roof. And that should be on all 189 of them. Dance hall, we only have 2, so probably more like 60-ish are going to be able to do that. Contemplation spots are just tiny that we can put in. So we'll do that. And then campfires. Yeah. Okay. So. Oh, awesome. They're down here doing that. Cool. Cool. Okay. So. Let's see. If we come down here, we can do contemplation spots in here. In well-being. There we go. So contemplation spots are these. There we go. We'll just do those. You know what? Let's do this too. right? And then we'll just have this run along that. So which I guess that doesn't really need to be there. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so we can do more spots here. Contemplation spots, that is. Right? Hello? Oh, can these not go under? Oh, these can't have platforms on top of them. Okay, all right. Well, that's fine. So then we'll just have the 6 here and the 6 there. That's fine too. Um, I really thought that they could. All right. Well, anyways, let's see here. What else can we get for this? We're not going to be able to fit the rooftop terraces in there, so that's fine. There's no other just single, just one by one thing that we can get in there, though, in these smaller spots. And of course, we can't move the carousels. So maybe we just leave these spaces empty. Yeah. Well, I guess we could put some statues. We could totally cheese it and just fill this with the different statues to give them all of the bonuses. Which I guess, you know what, let's do that for like the outer pieces. Right? So, oh, we could put benches here in the middle. Let's do that. And a bad tide started. So, I kind of feel the need to pause a little bit of this, because I don't really want them getting down into that. Interesting that they're not doing this, though. I wonder why that is. But that's fine. That is what it is. Okay, so I need to come over here, fill, or bring this back up. Not Phil. I don't know where Phil came from. Come over here, come back up. Set this to, well, our batteries are full enough. Plus we have the, water wheels spinning, so that's fine. Yeah. Yeah, that's okay. Okay, well, I think I'm just gonna pause the bad water pumps because we really aren't using bad water for anything at the moment. So I don't think there's really a point in having them running. Yeah, I don't think there's a point in having them running. Okay, well, well-being hasn't gone up, interestingly enough. Probably because, they don't have enough time to do all of this. And probably because some of these are hungry, which is interesting. I bet you they're beavers. Pfft. Of course they're beavers. I was going to say, or well, I meant to say, I bet you they're builders that are hungry. Because the builders are running around, of course, building everything. So they're not spending time eating. That's probably what it is. Oh, hey, it did go up to 20, but we didn't get the thingy. So I wonder if we just got up to 20 and I didn't see it before. Okay, all right. Well, maybe we got up to 20 and I just didn't see it before. Well, that's fine then. But this is all getting done. One thing I did want to do, I wanted to replace all of these with the single turbines, and I thought about it, I said it, but then I didn't do it. So I think we should do it. I think we should do it. Because the turbines are just cool. The turbines are just super cool. Yeah. Yeah, we'll do it. Okay. So maybe then, you know what? These are full enough. So let's just, well, this is gonna need a path first, actually, to get through all this, right? So Okay, and we deleted the paths that are over here, so that's fine. Ooh, you know what I was thinking? Also, we could probably have quite a few campfires over in this area. Yeah. Let's do this. Okay, and then we can have... Let's get 2 spiral stairs. How about them apples? Yeah. Cool beans. Okay, so... Let's bring this down here so that we can see where we're going. And this will all be like that. Cool beans. Okay. Awesome. So... Oh, wow. Look at all of the progress that they've made on this. Okay, what about this then? Nope, haven't started that. Okay, that's fine. I do think I want to prioritize the zipline beams because they were actually using this zipline. So yeah, might as well have that going. And you know what? I guess one thing I really didn't think about, I wonder if they'll be able to do... Whoa. I wonder if they'll be able to do the thorns while standing on top of this level. That would be fantastic. Because then I could finish this during the bad tide. That would be absolutely stellar. Okay. Right, fantastic. I can pause the paper mill. I just realized that that was full. That's probably been full for quite a few episodes. And I've just left the guy sitting there. That was a waste of a beaver, unfortunately. Although I guess we're at the point where the only thing that we're short on is the inventors, since that only says 6. And I mean, we've unlocked everything, so we really don't need to have inventors at all. At least I'm pretty sure we've unlocked everything. Let's see. All that is... Yep. Yeah, all of this is unlocked. So, yeah, we really don't need to have beavers making science at all. So, let's just come in here. And we'll just pause, I guess, all but one of them. Right? Might as well just leave one running, even though it's not really totally necessary. Yeah, might as well. Yeah, so that's fine. How many times can I say super interested to see if they can finish this from this upper level. So I kind of want to just sit here and wait, but I know that that's not super fun to watch. Yeah, can't detonate those either because all of this is not yet done, so we still have the beavers running through here. Right, yeah, well, I guess we can just go in and make sure... Wow, look at them all running in there. That's... Oh, that's a... Oh. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay, well, we're gonna delete that path, and we'll bring that path along there at the top. Okay, so, man, these are gonna get contaminated, and we don't have an antidote. Okay, all right, well, yeah, one is unwell. Let's just hope it stays the one. And why are they still running in there? Okay. Hopefully no more run in. Yeah. What's unconnected? Okay, that's fine. It'll get connected. Okay. Well, I guess the good part about them all running in is that these two just need to be constructed. And then we'll find out if they can do these. Oh, it doesn't say not reachable. It doesn't say not reachable. Okay, so maybe we can do this one as well. Yeah. Okay, so then that means I do need to put that in so that they can walk across and get to this one. Oh, boy. Okay, and I guess the good part about that is we only made it out with one unwell beaver. So yeah, that's the biggest plus of all of that, I guess. Okay, so we'll just delete that path, and because I'm scared, we're going to delete this ladder. Okay. And the stairs. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, new high score of 22. Fantastic. I didn't see it hit 21, but I guess that's 22. Fantastic. Okay. Well, so I guess that now that all 23, look at that. We can detonate this. Oh, I keep clicking B. So this can be detonated. Right, because if the water flows through this, it's just gonna flow off of that. So that's fine. Right, okay, so let's see. That's 12. That's also 12, and it's 89%. Fantastic. Okay, so doesn't look like there's any holes, anything leaking from this, which is good because I forgot quite a few of the impermeable floors in one of the aqueducts that we made. I forgot like half of them. So yeah, that's perfect. Yeah, this is good. I do think I want to put a sluice in so that it only flows one direction. But I guess we'll really only have this issue during a bad tide. So maybe not. Maybe we can go without the sluice. Yeah. Okay, and they're doing this, which I don't think I want. So I'm gonna come over and prioritize all of this, because this I want done. Let's see. Let's come down here. We can get rid of all of these paths. And careful not to delete the impermeable floors. Or the platforms. Or the overhangs. I need to be careful while doing this and holding shift. Because if you are unaware, shift is how I am deleting all of these in rapid succession without having to click yes, I'm sure every time. So yeah, just holding shift will let you bypass that. Right. Okay, cool. I wonder if they're still going to get injured since they're not, like, touching it. Because they're on the level above. Maybe we'll see one of them get injured as they walk away, and we'll pause and we'll check. Because I'm not sure. I do know that they get injured if they like walk next to the thorns and like demolish it while they're standing next to it. But of course they're not next to it. They're okay, so he's hungry. They're not next to it, they're above it. Why? How did you just become unemployed? Okay. All right. Well, I mean, we've seen a couple of beavers come out of this, and none of which have been injured. Um, let's see. Do you have? Oh, it's not going to show if he's injured. Until he actually is. It's not going to show like partially injured. But anyways, so yeah, let's just get those in. That's at 97. That's at 70. Okay, so that one's going to be down here momentarily. Perfect. This one we can get put in as well. Yeah, and I guess we really didn't have to do that one. We could have just, you know, done the triangle or the corner part, but you know, it is what it is. Can't really go back and do it over now. I guess we could just not have them continue it, but it's at 80%, so might as well. Right, okay, so this is almost done also. This one is almost done also, just needs to be constructed. Perfect. Okay, awesome. This actually, I'm really glad this happened during this episode and I didn't have to leave the game running for any period of time. So hopefully we can get these last two thorns removed. This one will absolutely be removed. Oh, wait. Oh, they are injured. They are. Okay. All right. Good to know. Good to know. So that one is at 100%. Well, it says 100%, but there is still a little sliver over here that's not red. So that one, yeah, cool beans. Okay, so that can then be put in. And I don't think we have any reason to have this full of bad water. So yeah, I do think I want to get rid of this thorn. Yeah. Yeah, because I feel like we collect enough bad water during bad tides just from these 4 bad water pumps. So yeah, that's fine. We don't need any more. No more bad water pumps. So let's see. Let's come back over here and see how much is left. That's almost done. That's got 60%, just about. So we'll give this just another second or two. And hopefully they can get this finished and then we'll end the episode because I just realized that we are just under an hour and 10 minutes. So yeah, this episode needs to end. So let's see. This is at just under 70%. Yeah, this should happen tomorrow. Yeah. Yeah, that'll absolutely happen tomorrow. Okay. All right, so let's get this going. 75, yeah. Yeah, since it's so close. Oh, and now you're thirsty. Okay, well, hopefully somebody else will come in. Yeah, there it is. Okay, all right, 10, brother. Okay, well, somebody else is already in, so, okay. All right, and then we'll get ready to put this levee in here. So that we can get started on this as quickly as possible. So that all this can be evaporated. Since there's no point in having it there at all. Let's see. So all of this is coming along. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. And that's now done. Perfect. So yeah, all of this will evaporate eventually. But I can now come in here and delete all of these paths. So we'll do that. Come and collect those stairs. Get rid of this path. Okay. Hopefully they come and do this. There it is. Awesome. So then we can get rid of these two. Give it just a little bit of priority since it's not a huge deal. They can reach that just by walking past, really. So, yeah. Awesome. This now, I think, is a good spot to end this episode. Yeah, I don't think there's much else that we can cover. Yeah, I think that's it. Carrots. We don't have a carrot storage. That's something we should think about doing. We also need a bigger pine resin storage. And I want to get rid of this. So let's do that. Yeah, okay. So this, I think we can do this just real quick. We're just going to delete that, actually. Come and collect all of those. We can put in a large warehouse for pine resin. And get rid of these 3. Come and collect all of that also. Hello. Awesome. Perfect. And now we've got space for more pine resin storage. We've pretty much doubled what it was. And then carrot storage as well. So let's just do... let's do an underground warehouse for carrot storage. Might as well, because this is what, 3,600. Wow. That's a lot more than I was expecting it was. Okay. All right. Well, that's cool. Yeah, and then just a little bit of priority for this one, because I do want them to pick up all of the pine resin that's now all over the floor. And, of course, finish the large warehouse. Which, of course, they'll have to do before they can pick up the pine resin that's all over the floor. Right. Well, so now this absolutely is the perfect time to end today's episode. So with that, thank you all so very much for watching, and I will see you in episode 19.